Welcome back to movingprofessional.com. So today we're going to deconstruct the dip exercise, look at proper technique as well as appropriate progressions and regressions. Alright, so initially with the dip we're going to start using a box, or you can use a chair. So this box is about as high as my knee. You can use a little bit higher, a little bit lower depending on what you have around the house. Alright, so looking at it from the front initially, key is to make sure that your fingers stay forward. You're going to be on the palm, the heel of your hand, and you're going to try to spin your elbows back. So you don't want your elbows out, you want your elbows back. And lift your shoulders so they're out of your ears and your shoulders. And then you're going to lower yourself down slowly, trying to keep your elbows facing back and not having them flare out. And then when you get back to the top, you want to really screw your hands through the box so your elbows stay back, your biceps come forward, and your shoulders roll back, opening up your chest and getting your shoulders away from the ears. Alright, so every rep, just like that. Alright, so from this side, fingers are forward, screw your shoulders into the socket to start, elbows are back. Try to keep the elbows back, although they're going to want to flare out. And then when you get back to the top, really engage and open the shoulders and have the elbows facing back. Making it a little bit harder, you just walk your feet forward, and then you can lift one leg and then the other, and then you can ultimately actually lift your legs up using another chair or another bench. Alright, so that's how you progress with the box. To further progress the dip, you actually change apparatuses. The next progression is to come over to a Nautilus dip machine or dip bench, or just use any two parallel bars. So you're going to get to the top, so you want to break this down into the top position and the bottom position. Top position, you're going to pike your feet, toes pointed down. Alright, and what you want to try to do is create a torque on the parallel bars in which the front of your elbow moves to the front, the olecranon process, or the bony part of your elbow, faces the back, your biceps facing forward. So you have to basically try to break the parallel bar while you're on there. Alright, so you're going to actually flex the wrist into the parallel bar so you don't get into this extended wrist position. Alright, now I'm already tight through here, my elbows are back, and I want to try to keep them back the whole time, and then come back to the position in which I started. Notice how the shoulders are out of the ears, so I'm getting strong here. Try to screw my hands through the parallel bars, pike forward as you hinge through the hips, and then up. So eyes come down, eyes come up. Alright, just try to stay solid with that. If you have to bend your knees, that's acceptable, but try not to bend them back this way, because that's going to sway you back, you're going to arch your back. See if you can tuck and stay a little bit more compact, and that will carry over nicely to the next progression, which is the ring dip. And then the final progression is to come over to the rings, which will be similar to the parallel bars or the Nautilus machine, except there's going to be a lot more instability that you have to control. Alright, so with the rings, the nice thing is that they are mobile, so you can actually turn your thumbs out as opposed to just thinking about doing it. So it's a really good guide for shoulder position. So if your thumbs were facing forward and that was 12 o'clock on a clock, you want to kind of turn out to 11 and 1 and get at the top and just get the stability here. Alright, so I'll bend my knees as I go down, but I want to bring the knees close to the chest. And then when I come back up, I'm going to straighten up. Alright, so if you're ready for the rings, you'll know, because you're going to be able to stabilize this top position. If you can't stabilize the top position, don't try doing it on the rings. Alright, so just initially hold this top position for a bit, try to turn your thumbs out, and make sure you get stable there. It's okay if you're shaking, that's going to be normal. But if you actually can't hold that top position without your elbows flaring out, then don't go through any dips yet on the rings. Work on the box or the parallel bars. Alright, so get solid up here. Arms are in tight, thumbs are out. Bending the knees, bringing my chest towards my knees. Elbows stay back as much as possible. Lock out at the top into a pike position. Thumbs facing forward or 11 and 1. Alright, so really take your time. The top position and the bottom position understand where your elbows are, understand where your thumbs are and what your wrist position is, and don't just fly through the dip and miss that top, or you're going to end up having shoulder problems, and you're not going to actually get yourself strong in the places you want to get strong. If you have any questions, go to movementprofessional.com. See you next time.